Well, hello, Denton. This is Jake Lofton bringing you another episode of Discover Denton, the show brought to you by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting events around Denton. This week we have Kim Phillips of the CVB, as well as Teresa Farrell-Buntain of the Campus Theater, to talk about a very cool musical that is coming up. So here is Discover Denton.
Hello, Denton, and welcome to this episode of Discover Denton Radio. I'm Kim Phillips, coming to you from the Convention and Visitors Bureau here in Denton, and welcoming our guest on the show today, Teresa Farrell-Buntain. Teresa is here today to talk about an upcoming event that we're excited about here in Denton at the Campus Theater, The Color Purple. The Color Purple, not the play, but the musical. And I'm going to let Teresa tell us a little bit about The Color Purple. Teresa's going to be the director. Welcome, Teresa.
Thank you, Kim. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about The Color Purple, the musical, versus The Color Purple, the movie that we all remember from, 1985. I can't believe that.
Yeah, long time ago. Well, The Color Purple, the musical, is again based upon the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Alice Walker, The Color Purple. It's the story of love, is what our T-shirts say and the posters and everything. It's the story about the love for one sister, the story about love of family, the story about love of, children. And it basically follows the story of Celie Harris, who then marries Mr. Johnson. And it's not a very good relationship, but it follows her life as his wife. It follows her life making friends, with his son's fiance. It follows her longing for her sister after they're separated. And it follows her new friend, Shug, who comes into her life, and their relationship, which goes from being a relationship of kind of jealousy between each other to even going to being maternal, where Shug feels like she really needs to take care, of Celie. It's about a town, in Georgia, southern part of the United States, in which people are just living and working and trying to survive in the early 1900s and what African Americans face during that time.
Now, the role of Celie, that was Oprah Winfrey in the movie, correct?
It was Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg played that role. Mm-hmm. And now Oprah was in there. She got Best Supporting Actress?
Mm-hmm. She played Sophia.
Sophia. Okay. And does Sophia have a role in this as well?
Oh, yes.
In The Color Purple?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not Oprah Winfrey.
No.
But with that said, tell us a little bit about the actors. Where's the talent coming from?
The talent is coming from all over the Metroplex. The principal actors are coming as far away as DeSoto. We have actors coming from Fort Worth, Louisville. The bulk of our ensemble, however, they're from Denton, right here in Denton. And a lot of them, this is going to be their first time to be in a musical production. It'll be their first time on the Denton Community Theater stage. They are an amazing ensemble. Partly because I think it was a good thing that we went and recruited at some of the Denton churches, and so they have a choir background.
Oh, yeah.
And so they sound absolutely amazing. Any audience member that comes will just walk out feeling very, very blessed by the music in this show.
Oh, I bet that's going to be fantastic. Now, you mentioned the Denton Community Theater stage, and that is the Campus Theater.
Correct.
For anybody who's not familiar, haven't enjoyed live theater since being in Denton, the Campus Theater is right downtown on Hickory Street, just a block off the square. A beautiful, historic theater that was restored 1990s to a live theater. Mm-hmm. And so tell us, let's see, the show opens August.
The show opens on August the 9th, and it will run the 9th, 10th, and 11th, and then it will run the next weekend, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It closes on the 18th. The Friday and Saturday performances are at 7:30. The Sunday performances are at 2 o'clock. And then we have on August the 15th, that Thursday, we have what we call half price night. So you can come and see this wonderful show for half price.
Wonderful. And are there different prices for kids, adults?
Adults are $20, and senior citizens are $18, and students with a student ID, $10.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. When people buy tickets, how do they go about doing that?
They can call the box office, which opens up at 1 o'clock, and they can also go online to dentoncommunitytheater.com and purchase tickets in that manner.
Okay, yeah. Purchasing tickets online, that's kind of a new add to what people are able to do, and that is simple. I've done it a number of times myself. You go in there, buy your ticket, show up at the will call window, and there you go. Reserve seats and everything. Now, there are 2 websites you can visit to purchase tickets online. You can go to Denton Community Theater, and that's an R-E, not an E-R on the end, dentoncommunitytheater.com. Or you can also go to campustheater.com, which is, again, Theatre, theater. That means live theater, folks, if you didn't know that. And get your tickets. This is going to be one we will not want to miss.
There's one other thing that I would like to stress. This is not a musical for children. Now, we have children in the play. However, they come on and do their roles and then they leave. So even they have not been exposed to the adult content. We have had people take care of the children backstage and keep them away from the adult part of the show, and then just come on when they're needed for their part.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So is there an age that you kind of recommend?
I would say 18 and up.
Okay. Good to know that. Anything else you want to talk about? I know that when we were visiting earlier, you were saying that the Denton Community Theater is an internationally acclaimed group, and you guys have actually performed in Germany and other places like this. And you said that the fact that The Color Purple has been given to the Denton Community Theater, that in itself is quite an honor. Can you explain a little bit about that to our listeners?
Well, when theaters want to do plays and musicals, we have to apply for the rights. And Denton Community Theater applied for the rights for The Color Purple, the musical. And so this will be the Southwest regional premiere of The Color Purple. So no other theater will be doing The Color Purple right now except for Denton Community Theater.
Quite an honor. Mm-hmm. Puts us on the map in yet another spotlighted way. Now, when The Color Purple came out as a movie, we know Oprah Winfrey got the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, and it was nominated for, I think, 10 other Oscars.
Correct.
But it also, when it came out, The Color Purple, the musical, came out on Broadway. It also got
11 nominations
for Tony Awards.
11 Tony Award nominations, and it won one. The woman who played Celie, I think her name was LaChaz or whatever, she won for Best Actress.
So this is a fantastically acclaimed musical, just as the film was. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really, really awesome. I appreciate you being here to talk about the musical. I know it's going to be on my calendar. I hope it will be on yours too out there, Denton. If you are not familiar with the Campus Theater, again, remember it's on Hickory Street, 1 block off the square, walking distance to all kinds of restaurants and places to go after the play if you want to make a date night out of it. Gerhardt's German food is right next door. Goldmine Barbecue, brand new venue here in Denton, is right next door. You've got the entire square right there. The entertainment district right down the street, all within walking distance. So it's a great night out. Make it an evening. Guys, what a great way to show your girl a good time. Get on the good list. I also wanted to point out the fact that we have a new show on dentonradio.com called The Fourth Wall. Be listening Mondays at 8 o'clock. This is a live show that is produced from the Campus Theater with actor Damon Watico. So you'll want to catch that for what's going on in the arts, particularly with theater, every Monday evening at 8 o'clock starting this coming Monday, August the 5th. And I believe that does our show. I, for one, am going to get my tickets for August 15th, half-price night. Hey, Might as well, right? And again, I want to thank Teresa for being here today.
Thank you, Kim.
And can't wait to see the show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
There you have it. That was this week's episode of Discover Denton. A big thanks to Kim Phillips of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Another big thanks to Teresa Farrell-Buntain, director of The Color Purple, now showing at the Campus Theater. Big thanks to Gravity Feed for providing the intro and outro music. I'm Jake Laughlin, your host. And before we finish this thing up, we wanted to thank somebody else extra special. Ellie Meyer has been in the office for the last several months, I guess, editing this show on and on and on and on and on again. And she has done an absolutely fantastic job. Ellie is going on to bigger and better things, so we wanted to make sure we thanked her on Discover Denton, where she has spent most of her time. So God be with the girl, because it has not been an easy time. So thank you so much for being with us, Ellie, and join us next week on Discover Denton for more highlights of our original and independent city. And in the meantime, go enjoy Denton.